Check, check. Check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Check, check. Check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Episode 1, Pittsburgh. As you can see, coming up to the city of Pittsburgh here, you could see some beautiful scenery, beautiful buildings. It was a great, beautiful drive up there.
I just need something to drink.
The well-known Primanti Bros. It was a very, very big sandwich. It was very tasty though. It had some good roast beef. It had some fries on it too. As you can see, it was a big bite to get into there, but very tasty, very good, great atmosphere in there. You had all Pittsburgh sports in there on the wall. It was a great spot to go get something to eat before you go to a Pittsburgh Pirates game. Man, Pittsburgh just keeps coming. What? The beautiful scenery, man. Just look at that fountain. I highly, highly recommend the Heinz Pittsburgh History Museum. I mean, it was super immersive, and you really felt like you were in it. Now we're coming up on the famous Heinz part of the museum. As we all know, the Heinz tomato ketchup. And it's just so cool to see all this old stuff as we're coming up here. You'll see there's 1870s horseradish. Like, it's a pretty long time ago. You wonder what people were eating back then, you know? And it's just well organized. And now, my favorite part, we're coming up on the sports section. I mean, this was my favorite part of the whole museum. Just watch. As you can see, all the Steelers. And then we go to as you see Roberto Clemente there. We see the Pittsburgh Pirates there. And then we're coming up on the hockey, Pittsburgh Penguins. I do not like the Pittsburgh Penguins, as I am an Islanders fan. There's Mario Lemieux. Okay, as I said, I would highly, highly, highly recommend that museum because it was just so cool. They had the sickest artifacts, all this old history, all this old sports history. They had lockers with all these old Pirates players, jerseys, and the French and Indian War section was super cool. You just really felt like you were in it. Like, it was super immersive. Okay, now we're coming up on my dream stadium. This is PNC Park, my dream stadium I've always wanted to go to. I mean, just look how beautiful that is. Got a cool picture with the Roberto Clemente statue. Now we made it to the Pittsburgh Pirates versus my New York Mets. Looking at warm-ups here. Still some more warm-ups, you know. Okay, now we're coming up on some clips from during the game. Nice Alvarez jersey there, bud. Yeah, beautiful stadium. We'll talk about the chicken bites in a little bit. All right, so the chicken bites are so good. I got the barbecue They were perfectly crunchy. The barbecue sauce was nice and tangy, really tasty, and it was perfectly cooked, white and juicy. It was phenomenal. And we got to see a great game. Actually, great, not the game. The first game on Friday, the Mets got absolutely demolished. Okay, now we're coming up on some more clips of the game. Yeah, you can just watch this. Beautiful skyline. Oh, this was awesome. I got a bunch of signatures from some Mets players. That was super cool. Yeah, so about my signed hat at that game, I got Starling Marte's signature, Luis Guillorme's signature, Brooks Raley, and Eduardo Escobar. Pretty cool, right? Now, this is just even more beautiful at night. And some fireworks after the game. Just look how beautiful that is. The nice yellow bridge. How many times am I gonna say beautiful, man? It was just beautiful scenery there, man. I said it again, we should put a counter on how many times I say beautiful, but I mean, it really just was. The scenery, the stadium, the skyline, it was awesome. This pierogi place was insane, phenomenal. I mean, I'll talk about it in a little bit. This was the buffalo chicken pierogi, 10 out of 10, phenomenal. This was the cheddar and bacon one, 10 out of 10, phenomenal. This was my favorite one, peach pulled pork. It was a limited time, 12 out of 10, insane, phenomenal. When I say those pierogis were phenomenal, I mean it, dude. Like, that was my first time having pierogis. It was just a little pocket of flavor. It just burst into your mouth. And it was just a pocket of flavor, especially the peach pulled pork. It was just, oh my, the juiciness of the pork. It just popped. It just exploded in my mouth. And it was Cop Out Pierogies. I highly recommend it. The lady in there was super, super nice, very, very welcoming. And yeah, it was just a great atmosphere experience. Phenomenal pierogies. Yeah, great service. Just the whole Cop Out pierogies, 12 out of 10. 12 out of 10. Very good. Very, very good. This is the start of a new series, Taco Dude on the Move, where I go to different locations and try their food, try what they're known for, and get a whole overview of the city, even with sports, as I did with the baseball game, with like stuff like the museum, just a whole overview. So yeah, Pittsburgh was great. Taco Dude out. Can you guess where I'm going next? Go down in the comments. Write where you think I'm going next.